I wanted to say a short Dvar Torah with regards to the month of Marcheshvan. It's known that our names of the months came from Babylonia, as the Jerusalem Talmud says, and all the scientists today agree with this. They are not intrinsic to Judaism and Torah originally, because we know that in the Chumash, in the 5 books of Moshe, and also in the books written in the First Temple period, the months are not called Nisan, Tishrei, Sivan. It's only in the latest books of Tanakh, like the book of Esther and certain other books, that already after the Babylonian exile we find the months named after what we're familiar with. And so the name Marcheshvan, by the way, that name does not appear anywhere in Tanakh, is definitely of the Babylonian origin. But there is actually the name of this month mentioned in one place in Sefer Melachim, in the book of Kings, and that name is Bul. So we know this, we don't know about every month, but we know about some of the months that they were called by certain specific names in the times of at least the book of Melachim, which means approximately 3,000 years ago, right? It says that one of the stages of the building of the temple was in the month of Bul. And that's the 8th month, right? The month that we call now Marcheshvan. So my specific chidush, my new idea, was that this word Bul has to do with what we call in English onomatopoeia. There is a similar word in modern Hebrew. What it means is that certain words sound like what they mean. So, for example, in the words of Chazal, one of the non-kosher birds, what the Hebrew calls rachem, in Aramaic is called shirakrak. So it sounds like that's the kind of sound it makes. The word itself sounds like the kind of sound that this bird is making. And so too we find in one place in Sefer Mishlei that have is used in the context of wanting to get something, to take, to give, right? Give me. But that's how the dogs are crying. And that's how Zohar says also, right? That the dogs are saying, huff, huff. So what I'm thinking is, by the way, the sneezing also apparently is an onomatopoeia in Hebrew. It's sneezing is mentioned in Tanakh. It's a biblical word. But the word I wanted to discuss is bul. I think what it means is that this is the time when the rain comes in Eretz Israel. That's when we start asking for rain in Israel. And when the bubbles are formed, by the way, in English also bubble might be the same onomatopoeia. So when the water in the bubbles breaks, it's like bul, bul. And that's the sound. And I think that's why the month was called the month of Bul. There are other explanations of the name of this month. This is just my own chidush.